Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, Bongani Ntanzi, who is accused number 2 in the Senzo Meyiwa Trial, on the 19th of June when he was transported from Pretoria to Moroka police station to go and make his confession. After doing that, remember family, they went to Voslorus police station for the Nongoma case, which is the case he was arrested for. And then arriving at Voslorus police station, the magistrate refused to put that matter on her roll or his roll. And what happened is, because of that, Bongani Ntanzi was supposed to be released. And instead of being released, so Sergeant Mokhani and Brigadier Gininda, they took Bongani Ntanzi to Brig for further investigations. Now today in court, Advocate Mgomezulu, he's on point on this. Advocate Mgomezulu wants Brigadier Gininda to explain why was Bongani Ntanzi not released on that particular day. After the magistrate refused to put that case on the Voslorus roll, then why didn't they release him? So family, let's listen and watch as Brigadier Gininda is trying to explain to Advocate Mgomezulu, giving all the reasons he could, but unfortunately, Advocate Mgomezulu persisted, wanted to know that why. If you can give me the reason why, because he was no longer detained, he was no longer arrested in a way. When the magistrate said, I'm not taking this case, this person has to be released, and they didn't release him. So family, let's listen this video to the end and focusing more on the answers that are being given by Brigadier Gininda.
Was it not to evidence that that matter was not placed on the roll, the Nongoma case?
Yes, it was not placed on the roll. That's what I said, my lord.
Thank you.
Ngisho njalo njengoba ungibuza ukuthi angishongo na ukuthi leliyaqala lakwaNongoma alifakwanga kwamanje uthi yebo ngisho njalo.
And the accused was in custody under that case, case number 163. Is that so?
Is it now?
Accused number 2, was he in custody, or that means he was arrested under that case number, that case number? Is that what we agreed on?
No, my lord, we agree, but you see, you must put it into a right context because
No.
after, can I explain, my lord? On the 16th, when he was arrested, I agree. He was in custody under Nongoma 163 for 2018. Up to the time he was taken to Voslorus, up for the magistrate court in Voslorus. Subsequent to that, later, he was then detained on a different case of Brig. So if the assertion is that on the 16th to the 19th, he was detained under Nongoma case, yes, we're on the same page. But subsequent to his release, he was never in custody on the same case number.
Siyavumelana uma ingabe sithi kusukela nge-16 ukuyofika nge-19 umangalelwa wayekade evalelwe ngalelicala lakwaNongoma, yebo lokho siyavumelana. Kodwa into esingavumelani ngayo ukuthi nalelicala leli laseVoslorus silibandakanisa kuwo lawo malanga lawo kube kade sekavalelwe ngelinye icala.
Please understand me to say, accused number 2, when he was taken to Voslorus police station, the case of Brig at that time did not exist. Did not exist at that time. When a decision was taken by the SPP not to place the matters on the roll in Voslorus, the Brig case was not there, because a Brig case followed after accused number 2 was taken to the place where he was renting a place. Do you agree, sir?
I agree, but also,
Yes.
but subsequent to the decision of the prosecution, my lord, of the SPP, that's what I'm saying, that after the matter was not enrolled, he was not in detention under Nongoma case. We're on the same page in that part. What I wanted to be clear is that there's no, because I understood the question to be saying he was in detention on the same case even after he was released. That's the part I wanted to be clear.
My concern is immediately after a decision has been taken that they will never place those matters on the roll, was accused number 2, was he not supposed to be released because those matters were not placed on the roll? That's my question.
Well, my lord, what I know, they were pending investigations, and I think Sergeant Mkhane can explain that better because I don't want to speak on his behalf. But what I do know, there were pending investigations that needed to be done insofar as this matter, the 636. But he was not in detention. Where he was placed under arrest, it's when the ammunition was found later.
Manje bekungamelanga na ukuthi umangalelwa wesibili ngemva kokuthi lamacala angafakwa enkantolo bekungamelanga ukuthi akhululwe na uthi ubrigadier uSergeant Mohani uyena ongachaza kangcono kodwa bekade kusaphenywa ngalelicala u636 bese ke kulayi ukuthi ke kwavela futhi naleli yaqala lokuba nenhlamvu ezingasemthethweni.
I'm putting to you that that aspect has been canvassed by Advocate Mshololo to Sergeant Mohani in relation to the status of accused number 2 immediately after the disposal of such matters or after these matters were not placed on the roll. This is what Advocate Mshololo put to Sergeant Mohani. Why was he not released? It's the same question that I'm posing on you. If accused number 2 was not placed on the roll in Voslorus, why was he not released?
But he was released, my lord. When he was discharged to say the matter is not enrolled, he was released from the charges pending 163 and whatever that he was being pursued on. From then, another investigation started that the police were following. It's a different, it's not a continuation. And my understanding, my lord, there's no provision that says if you are released on this matter, then literally the police must let you go if they want to pursue certain things and then start all over again on another day. He was with them. They felt that now that it's been disposed of, let this information of the would be followed. I don't see anything that was procedurally done.
That is the reason why we are going to place it before this honorable court, and we are going to show this court that immediately after accused or during his arrest and after the matter was not placed on the roll, accused number 2 was still under unlawful detention. May I proceed? When accused number 2 was booked in back to Pretoria North, there's an occurrence book, I think it's MM, wherein he was booked back from investigation. May I confirm that, my lord? But I just want to reiterate on that. When he was booked in back to Pretoria North, under what case number was he booked in?
Can I have that exhibit, my lord, so that I can know what is written there?
When he was booked in.
Kuzwa ukuthi uNtanzi ngalesikhathi ebuyiswa ePretoria North yena wayekade evalelwe ngaliphi icala ngaliphi icase number usabhekwa laphayana.
On what date, my lord, perhaps if counsel can indicate what date is he referring to?
No.
Family Advocate Mgomezulu being Advocate Mgomezulu, you know, when he could not find the evidence, that is the OB, as evidence to confirm what he was talking about, he goes back to the initial question. He wants to know, why did they take Bongani Ntanzi to Phokeng Rustenburg after he was released by the magistrate? Family, let's listen.
When the matter was not placed on the roll in Voslorus in the morning after the alleged confession was taken, was it your decision to direct Sergeant Mkhane and Sergeant Mabena to take accused number 2 to Rustenburg?
No, so let me start here, my lord. The confession was taken in the morning. The matter was not enrolled, I think, around afternoon.
Yes.
So when they were done, I think it was around 2 or so afternoon. Then the decision, my lord, I wouldn't say it was my directive, because what I know, I was made aware of the outcome and the fact that they needed to follow up on other investigation relating to accused number 2. And in addition to that, then the issue of the wood. That is why then I said I will meet them in Phokeng, my lord. So it was not one incident. Sergeant Mkhane was sitting with a number of dockets that he wanted to follow also in that presence. And then this one, the issue of the wood, then became also part of that. And I then said I would meet them in Phokeng police station, my lord.
Bekuyisinqumo sakho na sokuthi umangalelwa ayisiwe ePhokeng uthi cha kwakungasisinqumo sami uSergeant Mkhane wayekade enamanye amadokodo abekade ewaphenya ehlanganisa nalo leli futhi kwavela naleli daba lehudi ingakho ke bagcine sebaya ePhokeng ngathi mina ngizohlangana nabo ePhokeng.
Now the issue of the hoodie, I cannot assume that it came up after a confession has been made. I'm concerned about after the matter has been withdrawn or was not placed on the roll. So the accused was not going to be released in any event according to your evidence because of those dockets that Mkhane had.
No, my lord. So the accused was released insofar as the matters that he was detained for. What then transpired after he was released, you can call it an interview, and it happens all the time, my lord. For example, people get involved in accident-related matters. They could call to the police station as suspect when they know very well that perhaps you may have been negligent. They will take a warning statement. That is an interview. You will be released. It doesn't mean that when you are interviewed on a specific matter, while you are with the police during that period, you can call it detention because you are with the police, but there's still a decision that the police, if they feel at that moment they can't move on you, then they will release you. It happens. So what transpired after the docket was not placed to the time when the second date kicked in, it was an interview on various matters and the cooperation that accused 2 was giving. It wasn't a detention, because if it was a detention, then charges would have been set to him what he's being detained for and would have been processed accordingly. It was a continuation of interview that started while he was in detention, because when I was following, my lord, an alibi that he gave us on the 18th, which said he was at work, that was part of the interview. It was not a detention. When I was with him, we went to his work. He was not in detention for this matter. It was an interview. We followed that alibi. It didn't materialize. So it was a continuation of interviews insofar as the hoodie and whatever the Sergeant Mkhane was following.
Family, hope this video will help us to understand why Bongani Ntanzi was kept in prison even after the magistrate said he needs to be released. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye.